What's going on, people, and welcome to the first episode of this series that I'm going to be doing. If you haven't already watched my previous video, then check it out now. I'm going to mix your songs for free. I just need you to send me your stems, and over the next 2 weeks whilst I'm self-isolating, or fuck knows how long it could be at this point, I'm going to listen to your mixes, tell you what I think, give you some criticism, give you some encouragement, and show you how I would mix the track or how I would do it differently. So I got my first track in, and this is from someone called FXOnTheBeat. I'm not sure if he's produced the beat or if he's the one spitting, but I'm going to get all that information from him and put all of the details to this track in the link below because it's decent. I like it a lot. So we're going to be doing this from scratch. I've not done anything. I've not loaded up the session or anything like that. I've just got a track here. I've listened to it a couple of times, but we're going to listen to it again for you guys.
FXOnTheBeat. 9 to 5, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro, tailgating, doing best swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said, let's go fishing, bait the hook, which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nan, on the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down tour, bro, go make use of the kitchen.
See, I like this. I like the vocals sound very clean. There's a big thing that I hear a lot of with producers and engineers where they're just doing too much, but I like how kind of clean you've kept this vocal. I like it a lot. I like the little intro there that you did. I like the use of panning and stuff like that. That stuff kind of, I like that. That's the kind of stuff that I listen out for in songs. First of all, I think the vocals are a little bit too loud, so
So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro, tailgating, doing best.
like it's not quite sitting in the beat well enough, and that can be a mixture of volume and EQing. EQing is the best way to get your vocal to sit in the beat if you've not got the stems or whatever. EQing is the best way to get that vocal sitting right in the pocket.
Tickets, incoming calls on my iPhone X.
So I like the little reverse reverb you did there.
To the kitchen.
It should be louder though. I think you could make that a lot louder to kind of so people clock it.
I don't think you're listening. Stay freestyle on GT.
Right there.
Bus gates are provisional. Then busting a chase next day freestyle on GTA equivalent.
Again, that deep voice that's underneath the vocal is, I think, way too quiet. You need that to be right in the listeners' faces, kind of that demonic voice. But other than that, I really like this. I'm not sure where you mix this, whether it's on headphones or you know, just a kind of bedroom setup, but that's usually the reasoning why a lot of people can't quite get the leveling right. So my advice would be to get reference tracks and just keep switching back and forward between your mix and a reference track and just saying how, because even if you've got like trash speakers or whatever it is, you can make it work, trust me. You just need to know your speakers, and you need to know kind of how does the industry standard song sound on my speakers, and I need to make it sound exactly like that. There are some other techniques like mixing in mono and stuff that I might get into one day, but that's for another episode. So let's start mixing this track. So I've not even imported the stems because I wanted to do this all from scratch and show you kind of how my process when I get stems in and stuff like that. So let's import these stems. Bam, these are all our stems. And also, if you're thinking about sending me some stems, I'd rather it be like, don't send me, there's millions and millions of stems. I'd rather it be something simple like this that that this person has done. I'm assuming that you're FX, bro. If you're not, I'm sorry. Cool, so we're gonna drop this down to like, down to 8.5. Now he's kindly written the BPM for the beat, so what we can do is just put that straight to 140. We don't have to work out the BPM or anything like that. All right, we're all in time. We've got the beat at a good level. Let's get the vocals in now. Let's name these as well. So ad libs, extras, and main Vox. Mammon Vox, you know.
95, can I pay what I want?
All right, cool. So we got our stems. They're a little bit loud, so we're gonna turn these down. So my first piece of advice for you guys is you don't need your vocals to be this loud when you're recording them. Also record them in mono, and bounce them in mono. This is like, it's a bit hot, we call it. I don't know if that's been recorded like that or you turned it up, but if you're sending stems to mix engineers and that, you want them kind of looking like this, like you want them a little bit quieter. And there are a number of reasons why that is, but I'm not going to get too much into that right now.
FXOnTheBeat.
95, can I pay what I wanted? So I left.
All right, so let's just focus on this main vocal for now. I'm not going to get into the ad-libs or anything like that. I think you did a good job on the ad-libs. But let's get into this main vocal.
95, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working.
So usually when it comes to how I start my chain, it's basically just what jumps out at me first. So the first thing that jumps out at me is it needs EQing. Sometimes I'll compress first, sometimes I'll EQ first, but in this case I'm going to EQ first.
95, can I...
And we're going to first of all cut the low end. Just like that, to be honest.
95, can I pay what I...
And we're going to, it's around here, it's around, I don't know, when you've been doing this a long time, you kind of just know where frequencies are. So that kind of boxy, low mid frequency is what is standing out to me. So I know it's around here.
95, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. We know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on the AP bus down toll road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and be not reckless. Them pushback days was hectic, now I whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repossess?
So I think maybe you might have been a little bit close to the mic, I'm not sure, but that's what's kind of giving it that boxy, the low end. But we can just clean that up in the mix, that's fine. I think that sounds much better.
95, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving.
Cool. It's a little bit resonant still. There's a little bit of resonance still, but that's fine. We can clean that up a bit later with something else. So let's get a compressor on there.
95, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. We know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on the AP bus down toll.
Also there's a little...
Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to put it all in to get, put it all in, minimal risk, I'll put it all in.
So there's a little pop there on put it, and I think that's from maybe you're too close to the mic or the pop shield's too close to the mic. So we can just put a little fade on it.
Risk, I'll put it all in. Here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings.
Bam, and the pop is gone.
Round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. We know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on the AP bus down toll road, go make use of the kitchen.
Cool, let's get a de-esser on there.
Round here no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. We know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on the AP bus down toll road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and be not reckless. Them pushback pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, bus case or provisional, then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths goes 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A45 and 145. He's trying to hate on I cause Bay wanna ride, but she can never be my lady. Chicks be doing the most, but there's only one that I love, she pays me. Still take man's girl on a weekend if she wanna come to my town and taste me. My striker's quick, but I need him quicker. This slang one's thick, but a friend come thicker. Watch this skip, that's a well-known skipper. Don't get ripped, bro's a well-known ripper. Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun? On the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got to call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and be not reckless. Then push back there.
Alright, so this is a multi-band compressor, and again it's just the low ends in his voice were just kind of really standing out to me. So that's what I was trying to control the most. And if you've got a vocal that's very, I think the word is plosive, where the P's are really going into the mic, a good tip, a good trick is to use a multi-band compressor and the very low end, like 60 and below, maybe even a little bit higher, but 60 and below, just completely bring the range all the way down to a low as it can go, and that will catch the P's and just completely compress it.
Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings.
So like below 60, you can't really hear that much. The human ear can't really hear that low, but it's just the mud of the vocal. That's just gonna control a little bit. And
round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun? On the phone to your missus.
Cool. So let's get one more compressor on there now. Let's get Tube Tech. So let's put something like this.
Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun? On the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got to call him. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun? On the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got to call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and be not reckless. Then pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, bus case or provisional, then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent.
Alright, cool. So let's get some reverb on there now. Now his vocal is quite clean, so I'm not gonna do too much with the reverb.
9 to 5, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro
FXOnTheBeat.
Still a little bit, like his vocal is still standing out a little bit too much, I think. So let's put even more EQ on there.
FXOnTheBeat.
9 to 5, can I pay what I wanted? So I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here, no minimal risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun? On the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now was on road like a traffic warden, but he got call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X as decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and a be not reckless. Them pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around bus gates and provisional? Them
FX on the beat.
9 to 5 couldn't pay what I wanted, so I left and I got me workman. On the M where I'm switching lanes, bro tailgating, doing bare swerving. Young G just spoke to the workman and said they're working, they need more workers. Round here no minimum risk, I'll put it all in to get more earnings. Bro said let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now I was on road like a traffic warden, but he got call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X as decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart and a be not reckless. Them pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around bus gates and provisional? Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early GCSEs, but his maths goes 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A45, then 145, that's crazy. He's trying to hate on I cause Bay wanna ride, but she can never be my lady. Chicks be doing the most, but there's only one that I love, she pays me. Still take man's girl on a weekend if she wanna come to my town and taste. But I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering?
It definitely needs automation though, because his voice is very up and down, especially with the beat. The beat goes quiet a lot and then the bass comes in. So when the bass comes in, you want to be bringing your vocals up. So for example here,
I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast.
Right there you kind of lose, you can't really hear what you're saying like around here. So we just bring that up a little bit.
I don't go home if I'm restless, more days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with sensors. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about...
Cool. And also I put some delays on there. Delays, just really subtle delays are what help it sit in the beat as well, just so it's just not so in your face.
Let's go fishing, bait the hook which your funds go missing. What you know about OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP in a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps...
Alright, cool. So this is where the deep voice comes in on his track. So let's duplicate this. Bam. We're going to pitch this down.
Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps...
Cool. It's a little bit too much now, so let's cut the lows out.
Stay freestyle on GTA equivalent. 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 Know about points in your license, scurrying around bus gates and provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keep next day freestyle on GTA equivalent. 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 Next day freestyle on GTA equivalent.
Get out the way, man.
What you know about points in your license, scurrying around bus gates and provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. Repositioning. What you know about points in your license, scurrying around bus gates and provisional. Then busting a chase.
Alright, so I got the automation on. That's why I wasn't turning down. So turn off the automation. Remember I did the automation earlier on the main vocals. because I duplicated the track, it duplicated the automation as well. So I had to turn it off on my duplicate that I just did for the deep voice. We're gonna turn it.
Repositioning. What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, bus case on provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way bros been clearing bins? Case on provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way fully specced out with senses? I don't go home if I'm restless. More time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent. Yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, bus case on provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way bros been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles from early, no GCSEs, but he's looking for exits. Gotta be smart in a beat, not reckless. Then pushback days was heck on air, cause Bay wanna ride, but she can never be my lady. Chicks be doing the most, but there's only one that I love, she pays me. Still take man's girl on a weekend if she wanna come to my town and taste my strike.
Yeah, so that's basically it for what I want to do on this one. Basically, I just wanted to get the vocals sounding much more punchier, less kind of like he's just spitting it in a studio, and it sounds more, I think, more merged with the beat. Again, very subtle changes. I think the mix was good that he sent me. The vocals sounded clean, the vocals sounded good. Obviously, he's got all the stutters on there and the ad-libs. I'm not going to go too into that too tough. But just to kind of show you what I did on that deep voice, I just put a micro shift on it, and that kind of spreads the sound and makes it sound more kind of. So if I show you the difference,
busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent.
So that's with the micro shift on, and this is without it.
Busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent.
Do you hear that? So it sounds much more kind of demonic with the micro shift.
Busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. Busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent.
And there are loads of plugins like this. Waves has the doubler, I think it's called. Pro Tools has a built-in one called maybe like, what's it called on here? Air stereo width, and it does a similar thing. But Microshift one is really good.
To your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got to call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for.
Alright, because we've done, let's put this here, the EQ we did. I put this de-esser before that EQ, and let's do another de-esser.
About OTP to your nun, on the phone to your missus. While I was on an AP bus down to a road, go make use of the kitchen. Now he's on road like a traffic warden, but he got to call in for tickets. Incoming calls on my iPhone X's, decline calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart positioning. What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, but we're fully specced out with senses. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around calls, I don't send no texts. I'm always looking for exits, gotta be smart in a beat, not reckless. Then pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with senses. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about.
Alright, cool. So quickly another one, and this is like me from the future, because secretly I cut the video and now I listened to it again and now I've gone back. But this section here where the beat kind of the drums drop out and
equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and
like, I think maybe he did that in a different take or something, but that section right there sounds a bit different. The vocals sound a little bit different, so let's duplicate that, and we're going to move this down and do.
She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A4 original, then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A45, then 145, that's crazy. He's trying to original, then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits.
In fact, I'm gonna turn the delay up on this little break here as well.
Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45.
So what I would do on this little break as well is air filter. So this is a filter. I'll show you what this does.
Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GC start on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A45, then 145, that's crazy. He's trying to hate on I cause bae wanna ride, but she can never be my lady. Chicks be doing the most, but there's only one that I love, she pays me. Still take man's girl on a weekend if she wanna come. No GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an A45, then 145, that's crazy. He's trying to hate on I cause bae wanna ride, but she can never be my lady. GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his maths score's 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an A45 and an
Cool. So that's all we got time for today. Just a quick recap of what I've done here. So his original track I thought was great. I thought the mix sounded very clean. He wasn't doing too much with like EQing and stuff. The vocals didn't sound like harsh in any way or anything like that. I just thought maybe the vocals weren't sitting quite well in the beat, and I think a lot of that was due to EQing. Obviously volume, a little bit of effects and stuff like that, but now I think it's sitting a lot more tighter in the beat. I don't know if that's the word. Also, we done the micro shift on the pitch, so in his mix he did a pitch shift that bar down, and we did the same, but we just put the micro shift on there to spread it and make it sound more kind of demonic and more crazy. What else did we do? We did this little, so this particular little verse here, maybe he recorded it separately, I'm not sure, but it just sounded, quality wise, sounded a little bit different to the other vocals, so we just wanted to do as well, because the beat drops out, so you hear it differently than you would hear it with the beat. So I wanted to put different effects on there. We turn up the reverb, turn up the delay to kind of make it sound
They freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash. Have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs.
Just to make it sound a little bit spooky, I guess, but that is just my kind of input. It's completely up to the artist whether something like that would be put into the song, and as engineers you haven't really got the liberty to be changing people's songs or anything like that, but I just thought it'd be a good idea. If he doesn't like it, then I wouldn't even be mad if he took that out. It's just a little thing that I thought maybe would sound good. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Obviously, if this was a proper mix, I'd be spending a little bit more time on it. I would obviously be doing the ad-libs and stuff like that. But in terms of the general mix, I think that is done for now. I hope you found this entertaining. I hope FXOnTheBeat, I hope you've enjoyed this as well. Big up yourself. Thank you for sending me your track, and thank you for letting me put this out there. His details will be in the description below. I'm not sure if he made the beat, but the beat is hard, so get at him for beats. Also, anyone else that's watching this now, send me your stems and I'll do the same thing that I've just done here with your track, and we can make this little isolation quarantine period a little bit more kind of fun. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and that. And yeah, join me next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave your comments on what you want to see next. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Looking for exits, gotta be smart in the beat, not reckless. Them pushback days was hectic, now the whip fully specced out with senses. I don't go home if I'm restless, more time I'm eating my lunch for breakfast. Let's try pull this whip, I'm innocent, yo officer, I don't think you're listening. What you know about the steering wheel stash by pulling this back and repositioning? What you know about points in your license, scurrying around, bus case and provisional. Then busting a chase next day, freestyle on GTA equivalent. She keeps saying men are trash, have you seen the way bro's been clearing bins? Would've thought he's claiming benefits the way that he keeps on signing in. Bro's been a bin man from early, no GCSEs, but his math skills 30. He's sitting on logs like Beatles and he ain't one to show no mercy. I was on an 845 and an 845, then 145, that's